everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Raiders. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Tannehill now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight jaycazzz, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
Set 380.
This is Ajayi. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready, 380.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Tannehill on first down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now it's Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. The 20. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he powers his way up past the 30. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Down, Murray. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Time running out here on the play clock. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Stays on his feet. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Cut back to the left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaycazzz, 28 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Franks to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro, but he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him, taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Escaping the pressure right, and some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
We ready? Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Flush to his right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll begin the drive with a J. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And some room to work. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Jay's gonna go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got time. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And they'll run it here. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go.
And the back goes into motion.
Red 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr surveying the field. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide. We go rally. Rally. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. We ready?
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Carr. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts from 3 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it stays up. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Dolphins going on 4th. It's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here we go. Red 18.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Finds Roberts left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, we're going to run, baby. Alert. Alert. We ready?
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Raiders are back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very... Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this across. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Blue 10!
Tannehill now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.